Okay, good morning, folks. It's a Stardate. It's June 28th by now, and it's Captain's Fog. So, I was wanting to go fishing today, but we got all these clouds and stuff. So, radar blob shows, yeah, just going out to Caw Dam is not going to be feasible for at least a little while. Wow. It's pictures at least. Ooh, that's pretty cool too. Oh, anywho, good morning and all, despite the foreboding look here. So, like I said, my original plan, I was going to go fishing, or try to, out there at Sandy Park. But, unfortunately, the radar is not cooperating with us. We have one blob that pops up and moves away, and then there's more. So, anywho, I figured I'd go ahead and capture some foxes while, just make some content. We are still holding strong at 130 subscribers. Woohoo! Thank you all for who's joined. If you haven't already, go ahead and join up. Subscribe, it's free, best part. Hit the bell icon so you're notified. I like that one. Sorry. And then make sure you check and you're not unsubscribed randomly. Technology is quirky. So this is the fox that's in front of the lawyers Holmes, Yates, and Johnson's law firm. Kind of like this. They got kind of like a little native motif. Ooh, I just saw lightning over there. Wow. Okay, I missed it, so hang on. Alright, so back to the intro. Typically I like to go out and river hunt, but with the weather, and Caw Dam's been going pretty much non-stop since Memorial Day, so we don't have that luxury to find our beloved flint chippies, artifacts, fossils, and fun glass. Yeah, just like the Garth Brooks song goes, the thunder rolls, and it sure did just now. So, well, at least we got some weather phenomenon in our impromptu off-season, as I call it. Typically I like nature, weather, if we can't get to the river, or fish, weather permitting. Yeah, I'm over here on Highland. It's public, but I didn't get back to the car. So, I think there's another fox we can go check out real quick while we wait to see if the weather's going to pass. Stand by. Wow, you can really see the clouds trying to billow over this direction, too. Dang it. Oh, wow. That looks pretty cool. Okay, so we've gone down the road a little bit, literally. We are at Ponca City Concrete. Wow. Wow. Now over here, oh, how cool. We got the windmill, yay. Okay, so there's like, I think, Sober Brothers. Where the storage unit in the driveway was where Dr. David Kincaid's veterinarian clinic used to be. And what is special and significant about that is many years ago when we first moved to Ponca City, my mom, worked for him. She had veterinarian assistant type, vet tech type background and skills. So she worked as a vet assistant, and then, Dr. Kincaid introduced her to my bonus dad. They were buddies in high school and college. Oh, Oklahoma scissortail. Let me see if I can get that. That's their state bird. Yeah. Hey, buddy. You can't really catch scissortails. They're real quick, so I'm glad we got one. Yay. Okay, so let me get back here and then we'll look at the fox by the concrete. Wow, a lot of storm pictures. So, if you look over here, there's a mailbox. So, right around, hold Hold on, what's that? Because there used to be a house, and that's where we lived in. It would have been probably right around, sorry, I can't get my finger to cooperate. So it'd probably be right around, just past where the little concrete driveway pad is. But they've torn the house and the veterinary clinic down, and they threw up this shed. So, let me go ahead. We'll get to the fox. Stand by. Okay, there's the Ponca City concrete fox. Oops, I kind of like him. He's pretty cool. Let's see what else he looks like. Oops. Sorry. Wow. Sorry, I'm trying not to... Pausing. Oh, okay, I like the artwork on that side too. Okay. That's really neat. I like that. Okay, let's shrink back out. Okay, as I'm walking back to my car, I'm kind of thinking out loud here. Unfortunately, I did not go to the, Ponca City Chamber of Commerce and find the list. I've just been so busy at work, and by the time I get off work, I'm just needing to decompress. And yeah, I just squirreled in conclusion and didn't call or find the list. So I'm trying to think of any other foxes offhand that I could get to. Now I know there are some that are like inside the businesses, the Ponca City dispensary. I think that that Russ Diddlake has a fox inside the stone barn, which I think we might hit that. I'll probably go by the red barn. I might check out the old, we used to kind of go to the convenience store and get the little Jolly Rancher candy sticks. Yeah, I think I might just show a few, walks down memory lane and some local landmarks. Yeah. Okay, so I totally forgot that the little convenience store I was speaking about in the previous clip, they tore that down and put a Dollar General there. So if you've seen one Dollar General, you've seen them all, especially here in Oklahoma. But I must add, the one time I went into that Dollar General, it was so clean and organized. It was not, there was no carts with products all over them like if you know. But yeah, that Dollar General there on Lake Road that's the Cadillac of the Dollar General. So I am in the parking lot, and I think I'm gonna have to get this strategic without getting in my car. I'm at the locals call it Red Barn. It's now Ricky's Market. All kinds of neat little stuffs. Hang on. There we go. Now we got the Red Barn. So, like I said, locals will forever remember this as the Red Barn. It was like, I guess, a little bar and tackle store. Neat little place. But Ricky's Market is still pretty neat. It's got all kinds of neat teas and chocolates and all kinds of stuff. So, and, meals you can cook, meats and, they had alligator sausage at one point. So if you're in the area, check out Ricky's Market. So, well, I guess while we're here, over yonder in the woods, I always heard stories of, people like going in the woods and there's like caves and quarries, and which, I guess isn't that far-fetched considering, those quarries might have been used to build the Marlin Mansion. But I've just never been back there, and God bless, could that be, I don't know if that'd be Morels or not. I know there is some low-lying areas that could support it, but I don't know. So here's the Red Barn, just a little impromptu tour of the Ponca City area. Like I said, with all this radar, and I don't know if I'll be able to sneak off to the lake or dam and fish, because once this burns off, it's going to get hot and miserable. See? I love the pig. Oh my god, he's got little eyeballs. How cute. There's the pig. Ricky's Market. wow, George Thorogood and the Destroyers are going to be at August 22nd, First Council Casino. Tell a friend. Wow, here we are, the stone barn. I always sat for many years. Just basically wasting away. And then they restored this. They did a bang-up job with it. Now, there might be a fox inside there. This is KW Select Keller Williams Realty. So, yeah, I imagine you can't get in until they're open. And there, like I said, I think there's a fox in there. So, alright, we got the stone barn. Yay. Wow, they got quite a setup here. Oh, this is much better. Yeah, there's no glare. That's the closest I've ever been to this barn, by the way. They really did a good job with it for reals. Wow. And then, of course, down there are the woods, which again, those might be where you can get to them supposed caves and quarries. I don't know. Like I said, I've never personally traipsed or partied or morel hunted or anything in them woods. Disclaimer time. So I don't know how much water they hold, but yeah. Alright, it's 8:22. This place don't open up till 9, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get to that fox until then. And yes, as you see, it is raining, regrettably, so there goes any chance of us sneaking off to the dam or throwing a fishing pole in, so bummer. I guess I'll go home, me and my worms will go home, and I'll throw them back in the ice box so they can chill until the next time. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back at it, you know, later today. You know, we're supposed to get chances of rain later this afternoon, and I fear it's going to get pretty hot and muggy until then, so we'll just see how everything plays, of course. Otherwise, I'm supposed to go over to the bonus dad's house today, do some chores, and hopefully we'll make some stroganoff. That sounds good. Yeah. But I do appreciate all 130 of y'all hanging with me. I truly, it means a lot to me. Just bear with me. You know, I kind of wonder out loud, you know, we had 2019 and the 500-year flood, you know, pretty much took us off the river from May till late November that year. And then we had 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and part of 2025 where we were able to get to the riverbeds and hunt and mudlark and flaky find and artifact find and all that good stuff. So this might be our season of famine before we have a couple good years of feast anyway. Or that's what I'm desperately hoping, with them cubic feet per second being pushed through the dam is going to churn up some stuff. Hopefully it's not going to change the riverbed up too much and dump a lot of sand over my beloved gravel bars and spillways. That's what I'm fearing, but hopefully that will not be jacked with, and we can find all kinds of epic stuff, and I'm so eager and chomping at the bit to do it and share it with you guys. Truly I am, so just hang in there with me. Goddamn, can't go forever, can it? And yes, you probably picked up the desperate twinge in my voice, and I'm not even ashamed to hide it, so there's that. So, in conclusion, bear with me, guys. I'll try to, you know, we got to see a couple landmarks. We did get 2 foxes, and we got to see a whole Oklahoma scissortail flycatcher, which is our state bird. So, woohoo! Rock on. Well, you guys are epic and are awesome. I dig all y'all, and I appreciate you guys so much, more than you'll know. So just bear with me until the next time. Walk, video, short, post, combo, etc. Y'all, please take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. And be good to yourself first and foremost. That's critical and key, I believe. So, y'all have a good weekend. Stay tuned and all. You rock. This is Cat. I'm fixing to sign off and all that good stuff. Laters. Rain, rain. Go away, please. We've got plenty.